So of all the engine topics in the last 20 years that I've come across, nothing has been more surprising than the SOHC engine versus DOHC engine comparison. Now, I was really shocked to learn that early World War I planes actually used single overhead cam when they could have chosen pretty much any configuration. Push rod, dual overhead cam, pretty much everything was available at that time period, and they decided to go with a V8. It was called the Hispano-Suiza, which is Spanish and Swiss, and then it was manufactured in France. So the interesting story is I've been trying to research what's better, single overhead cam or dual overhead cam, because I had a dual overhead cam engine fail on my car, and then I purchased a car with a single overhead cam, and I've had a lot less issues. So listen to this story. So there was originally, for the SPAD warplanes that they're using during World War I, they were going to use a French-built engine that had passed the test of 12 hours at full throttle at altitude. And they basically said, if we're going to take anything from a different country, which was going to be from Barcelona, Spain, it had to pass some ridiculous parameters, like 50 hours at full throttle. Basically, they thought no one would be able to do this. And the Hispano-Suiza passed it easily. That is the story of how the SPAD 7, all the other SPAD variations, and then the SPAD 13 is credited as winning World War I. See, the Germans were using a BMW SOHC engine as well. So they also decided that SOHC, here's the thing, when you're that high in the air, reliability and malfunctions are not an option. So it's different than cars where all the specifications are actually even more strict. You've heard people talk about when Tesla first came to the United States, the amount of regulations you have to pass for a car engine could fill a room with telephone books. So it's even stricter for aviation. So the fact that a SOHC engine was deemed the absolute best engine for all the different countries to use during World War I found that to be pretty phenomenal. And then currently, recreational aviation engines. So the most popular one, I believe, is called the Aero Momentum, which is roughly an $8,500 engine that you can use to build like a kit plane. So basically, a single engine prop or propeller engine. Those are still the most common and affordable ways to build a current airplane. So I think single overhead cam